Hello, welcome to Retro Music Review UK. My name's Roger Swift. This is a YouTube channel where I take songs from the past, play them on my old-fashioned CD player, the old-fashioned way, and tell you what I think of them, talk about the artwork and all that kind of thing. It's all retro music on this channel. Now, this channel's been going for quite some time now, but I've recently decided to really pull my finger out and put a lot more content on it. So what it is that Facebook was taking up a lot of my time. I'm a pub cleaner by profession. Well, I say pub cleaner. My day job is I'm a pub cleaner, and I used to do stand-up comedy. Yeah, poor scorn on me. I used to do stand-up comedy, and then I used to do run comedy gigs. Now, of course, with COVID happening, this pandemic means that secondary job has gone out the window, and it looks like it's going to be out the window for quite some time. So I've got lazy. I mean, I'm back at work now. I was furlonged, but I'm back at work now. But I spend too much time on Facebook. I get involved in, loads of little groups on Facebook, and I keep talking, and I waste too much time watching endless YouTube videos and talking crap on Facebook in little groups and to comedian friends. So I've decided to draw a line under it, limit myself to 10 minutes a day on Facebook, and really pull my finger out and do more content for this channel. So we're going to start, and the aim now is to do at least 4 a week. I'm also going to do a lot more streaming on Twitch. I have a Twitch channel. I'll talk about that at the end, and I'll come at the end of every video as well. I'll plug my Twitch channel. So, we're going to talk about a song that I was talking about on Facebook with a couple of my comedian friends. This happened to come up in one of our long conversation threads, so I happened to pull it out off the shelf, so we're going to do it. We are going to do Kenny Dope presents the Bucketheads, and the bomb, open brackets, these sounds fall into my mind. Now this came up because somebody else said they were doing a pub quiz somewhere, and the question came up, who sang the bomb, these sounds fall into my mind in 1995, and they answered Kenny Dope presents the Bucketheads, and the quizmaster in this quiz, this isn't me, I was told this story on Facebook, the quizmaster said, no, it's not that, it's actually just the Bucketheads. Well, that quizmaster is factually, completely, objectively incorrect. There's the CD single. It says very clearly, Kenny Dope presents the Bucketheads. That's what it says on the CD there. Now this is a dance record, typical 90s dance. It has all the usual 90s dance tropes about it. It's on the Positiva label. Is that how you say it? Is it Positiva? Positiva? Which was like, it was a dance label, and all the dance songs on this label, nearly all of them have the same cover. The CDs are the same. What the CD looks like at the back there is what usually the cover is. It's like blue with just the Positiva logo on it and the name of the song. It was always the same. You'd find the odd one. There's a few of them that didn't. They would have their own original covers, but not the usual artwork. This is one of them. So that's the artwork there. My memory of this song is I owned a compilation album with it on, Mix-O-Matic, and there's another one I've got it on with it on, which is, I think it's in the Mix 90s Hits, has got this on as well. Didn't own the CD single of this back in the day. This is a more recent thing when I started collecting them. So the radio edit, usually I was used to hearing this like in a mix where they mix it up with other songs and it mixes in. Actually hearing it standalone, well, actually I tell a lie, it was in the dance chart, in the ITV chart show dance chart as well. That's another time. So I'm familiar with it. I remember it at the time. But yeah, so we're going to play the song here now. On the back here it says Kenny Gonzalez. Yeah, it's Kenny Dope Gonzalez, isn't it, according to Discogs.com. Plug there, Discogs.com. Great website if you're a music nerd. And on the back, it says 1995 EMI Records. So EMI Records was Positiva's part of EMI. I was aware of that already. And it has, and this is what I love about these 90s dance records, is all the remixes. This is a part of the culture that it's gone now. We don't get this anymore, where you have all these really, really cool remixes on there as well. So we have The Bomb, open brackets, these sound fall into my mind, close brackets, radio edit, which is what I'm going to play. The Bomb, these sounds fall into my mind. That's 14 minutes long, the uncut one. And it's got an extra introduction bit on that, which we won't play. But I know it has a sample off another record that's like it has like this really long like intro before the actual house beat kicks in. But that's only on the nearly 15 minute long version, which I'm not going to play. And also you've got the Armand Van Helden re-edit, which is 8 minutes and 3 seconds. Henry Street Music, so yeah. I think we discussed it as much as we can. That's what the inside of the sleeve there looks like. All the Positiva labels look like that. They've just done it purple here instead of blue. It's just very, very simple, very basic. Of course, another thing to point out is this came up in the Facebook thread, is that someone said that no one sang this song. The actual vocal bit in it, the main vocal riff, which you'll hear in a minute, actually comes from a track called Street Player by Chicago. It says here, it says, contains samples from Chicago Street Player. So it's the band Chicago released a song, which is an album track, I think. And this is what the vocal hook they keep sampling in this over and over, because there's only one line in it. It's one of them. Another typical trope of 90s dance music is it was just the same line over, and there's no actual, there's not like a verse and a chorus. They just keep repeating the same vocal clip over and over again. And this is no exception. So let's get it on. Kenny Dope was from New York, that I did know already. Again, I was aware of that. Now, I hope I've got the volume set right on this. I need to adjust it to CD player 1. I haven't used this for a while, but I've also decided to go back to where I originally used to be. In the very first videos I did, I originally sat here in front of my CD player. I moved back over to my desktop. I've decided to now come back over here again and do this instead. So, that's what the CD looks like. If you want to pause, let's pop it in and play it. And that wonderful little pause you get for a few seconds while we wait for it to play. And there it is, it's found it. There are 3 tracks on it. Is it going to play it automatically? I think it is. Let's make sure I've got the volume set right. Bit loud. That's the Chicago sample. That's the Chicago sample there. They're looping over and over and over. They also stutter it. Yeah, that's how you make it a bit more unique. That's how you make it a bit less repetitive. You start you start messing around with the sample and cutting it up. This is all it's basically taking elements of this other song, Street Player by Chicago, and just cutting them up into a new dance record. I mean, I will not. So I will say these kind of records are repetitive. But it's building to something, that's typical. And then we're in. Okay, you've got your basic samples here, you've got your main drum loop, and then there's an extra additional snare fit, and the bass line underneath all that, and then you've got that loop sample over and over again. It's playing over and over. That button's going to go. See, this is. I don't I'm familiar with this song, but I don't know it like Rain Man, like I do with some other songs. You're going to get a bridge section shortly coming up where it's these 90s records, these 90s dance records, they all have that same trope about them, which I'm going to end up saying in every video, which is that, and then we're back to that again, and then the two playing together. They have this thing where it's the same set of 6 or 7 samples just played over and over and over in different ways for the whole song, but they have to incorporate a bridge into it in some kinds where they start you'll get an additional sample and they'll start reordering them in a different way. That's how they create a bridge in these kind of dance records. See, with these kind of things, with having the CD singles, is I like the radio edits. I like my 90s dance music. I like my 90s indie and rock as well. But here we are. See, we're losing the samples now. We're getting towards the. That's reminiscent. That thing you hear in the background there. I'm sure there's another song from the 90s that has a very similar sound to it. I never heard this played in a nightclub, so here we go. This is it. You get an additional sample we've not heard yet coming now. That sort of bongo. Here we go. Now we're stripping it down to the raw, and we're back to this is a reprise of the introduction of it again. As I said, I got a lot of these mix albums. In fact, I'm going to do a whole YouTube video about them at some point where I talk about the various mix albums. Anyway, I'll make that as a vlog. instead of a review though. I think we're nearing the end of the track, aren't we? Yeah, 3 minutes 22 seconds. Yeah, it just fades out there. Yep, that's it. That's how that song ends. Of course, it will then go on to the 40. Actually, I might play a bit of that. I'm going to play a little bit of the. They add a whole extra intro on the start of the when it finds it. Come on, had it a second ago. We want track 2. Where are you? Hang on. That's the art.
That was the second game, and I'm not going to be long this morning. The second game, and I took inventory of several people. The second most popular game that we played as children is house.
So that's not on the radio edit. They cut that bit off. Now I know from whosampled.com, great website. Check it out. That's actually sampled off another record, a completely different song again. They stuck it on the start. Whosampled.com was one of them websites that teenage me's head would have exploded at. Right, so yeah, that was Kenny Dope presents the Bucketheads and the Bomb. Open brackets, these sounds fall into my mind. Go right up to the camera there. So whoever I was talking to on Facebook yesterday, I haven't got my computer on, I can't check right now. They are absolutely sure, and the camera's reflecting back on me there. So, yep, there you go. Now, I'm going to mention this on the end of every one of my videos now. I'm going to be doing a lot more of these videos in the coming time now. The aim is to do 3 or 4 of these a week. I also have set up a Twitch account, and I will be streaming on Twitch. I will be doing various things on there, including I will be having a speedrun attempts at Mortal Kombat 1 for the Super Nintendo. I'll be playing Mario Kart Wii a lot and doing pointless banter as I play it, and I'm also going to do various clips of me playing old TV commercials from the past and TV shows from the past, including things like The Chart Show. I've got various clips on that, and it'll be me in vision in the corner talking about them. But I'm going to put all those on Twitch, not on this channel. My Twitch account is Roger Swift 1983. That's my real name with my date of birth on the end. I'm also, if you want to add me on Facebook, I'm roger.swift.79 on Facebook. Each Sunday, this won't be on YouTube, this won't be on Twitch, this is a Facebook exclusive I do for people I know, is I do this thing where things I didn't know this time last week, that's exclusively on my Facebook page, and that's every Sunday. It varies slightly in time. It can sometimes be as early as 3 o'clock, it can sometimes be as late as 10 o'clock at night, but usually around that sort of time on a Sunday. So yeah, if you want to keep, please hit subscribe on this though if you want more videos of me reviewing songs from the past, and also I'm going to be doing vlogs soon of various other things on this channel. This channel, I'm really pulling my finger out now and doing a lot more content.